Alright, this is Crota giving you an audio commentary between Pixion and Riverbs versus Crota, which is myself, and BallINATL. This game was on USWest. It's a 2v2 range team match. It was just a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing the game, and I thought it would be nice if I shared it with all y'all. Now, typically I don't like to cast my own replays, but I've been reading on the forums, and people generally like shoutcasters who cast their own replays because you know exactly what they're thinking. They can tell you what their strategy was at a certain specific time, and I thought, you know what, that's a good point. So you're gonna see my non-pro play, and you're gonna see me try to do some strategies that you may want to try in a range team. It's not cheese, but it is cheesy, so it's kind of fun. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the game a little bit, try to at least get to the 2-minute mark. This is just my standard base order. Oh yeah, this is a pure mirror match. It's human versus human and undead. BallIN is going to be teal versus an undead and a human. So, perfect mirror match. Here I have a militia going ahead and doing some scouting. Quickly sees the base setup and goes, okay, this is fine. I sees that it's a close spawn. So at this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to creep on this map. In addition, these green creeps over here do poison damage, and those giant spiders tend to try to get poison on every single unit. So creeping in particular on this map is a little bit of a pain, especially with a Death Knight running around, and 2 hits from a Fiend and a coil, and down goes a Footman. So I really didn't want that to be my game, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to go atypical human, and I'm going to actually try to harass with an Archmage. Archmage harass with 2 Footmen, drop a Water Elemental. It's debatable, but some people like to drop their Water Elemental earlier and then walk it in, so you have a better cooldown in your timer, but at this point, I just thought I might be better conserving mana. I don't know exactly what's happening, and if the fight goes long, I don't want my Water Elementals to go away. So here I have Footman trying to take down that one ziggurat. There's a Nerubian tower being constructed, and just trying to stop his wood production just for a little bit. Death Knight comes out, does a coil on my Archmage. Now that's an early coil, and if you see something like that, that almost seems like a waste, because the Archmage still has good hit points, still regenerating, and I'm putting a lot of pressure. Now, Archmage on the other side, top to the north, is trying to take down some Footmen. I'm going to go ahead and try to run my Footman back, but that he is slowed by that Nerubian tower, so he is going to go down. No, he's down to 10 hit points. Oh, wait. That was actually the Footman I was able to save. So, able to save a 10 hit point Footman. Oh, look at me being so go-to. Yeah, not really. Just got lucky on that one. Meanwhile, I have 2 Water Elementals trying to fight. I have my Water Elementals. I'm actually trying to take down those little skeletons. Those skeletons are nice kills, because they do give like 12.5 experience, which is similar to a peasant. Oh, there's the Footman that goes down. It's similar that goes to a peasant, but the other player normally doesn't try to save those units, so that is a little bit better. At this time, I'm thinking, you know what, I'm not going, I built a shop, I'm going to start to heal. I have my low hit point Footman over here, and we have a Death Knight coming in. Death Knight does, for some reason, is trying to disrupt my shop, trying to get my Footman away. He doesn't coil that low hit point Footman, and I don't know why. He's just trying to take out my Archmage, trying to get some additional pressure on me. I go to the back, take down these Skeletal Warriors, get some more experience, and meanwhile the Death Knight is trying to we're just having a hero battle here. My hero is unable to join because I am low on hit points, but it's really not that bad. Fiends are coming up, but Fiends are rallied to the trees over here. I don't know why this base setup's just not that good. Maybe perhaps the graveyard was over here. He would be able to mine wood a little bit faster. I see this base setup, and I start to get an idea. And you'll see this. I don't want to ruin the surprise for you, but it's pretty fun. Death Knight coming in, 4 Fiends versus 2 Fiends, some Skeletons, and I'm coming in with healing. Now, he does not disrupt my healing. I overcommit myself. We could have had a coil on a unit, or no coil because he doesn't have enough mana, but we could have had a Fiend try to pop my healing on the low hit point Footman and be able to take me out. Meanwhile, I want to creep this creep camp. I think this is where I do it. No, we're going to go ahead and creep this green camp first. So those spiders are taking some damage. We get an ensnare off of that giant spider. Meanwhile, we have the human coming in. Human is attacking already at keep has those towers. Tower is not very useful since the map is, you know, it's kind of like a cross spawn. So we're going to be pressuring the undead anyway. So those towers are never going to come into play. The base setup's, you know, interesting. You know, a nice wall off, so not too bad. Now we have the Death Knight trying to run to the back. We're just here trying to pressure tactics. I'm trying to buy time. I want to get my keep up. I have my blacksmith up, and I want to start building. I want to build a workshop, but I kind of want a secret tech workshop, because I think undead bases for human players, and in particular, I don't like pushing undead bases because those buildings are just so hard to take down. Meanwhile, we have me and my partner going ahead and trying to creep down this creep camp. And I am aware that we could get creep jacked, but with the amount of pressure that we've been putting on them, I'm assuming that they wouldn't want to go very far from their base. So I try to take that chance. And both of us get level 2 at the same time. Very nice. So now we have Unholy Aura and the Brilliant Aura. Meanwhile, my partner is just wondering, like, why did I decide to creep this expansion? This expansion is a really, really poor place to put up an expo. Why didn't I creep here? I talked to my partner after the game, and yeah, he was just really confused. I have my workshop coming up, researching gunpowder upgrade, getting some farms. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and creep this expansion. Now I'm moving this water elemental down so that it's going to take the brunt force of these two furbolgs. Meanwhile, I can circle and surround this particular furball, and then move down and take down the furball tracker. So, and nice play here. The furball tracker actually moves away from my water elemental and stops attacking it, which is even better for me. Get a potion of greater mana, and down goes the furball. So we're both at almost level 3. I have just picked up my Mountain King, and I'm producing mortars that are going to be 1-0. 1-0 mortars, trying to pick up some additional and kill some additional giant spiders. I do have defend. I'm assuming that this fight is the next fight, you know, this mid game fight is gonna have a lot of water elementals and a lot of fiends. So I was like, okay, mortars are gonna be important in this fight. And I look over, and it is true. We do have 6 fiends, and still a level 1 water elemental. So no brilliant aura, unfortunately, for them. I'm gonna go ahead and come back in. I try to move a mortar out, and my mortar gets stopped, and I forget to micro him, and I lose a mortar. Bad play on my part. I'm gonna go ahead and grab nope, didn't grab a healing scroll. Now we have a flame strike that actually misplaced, starts to disrupt the whole entire fighting. Now my Mountain King is, I'm more worried about the footmen right now, because the footmen do have defend, I do have water elementals, and they're going to be a problem. So I find very low hit point units, and I just started trying to I take them out. So I bolted one footman down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bolt another footman, kill another one. Meanwhile, we have the fiends attacking the fiends. So it's defended footmen against defended footmen, and fiends against fiends. So we're trying to make sure that no one really has the advantage here. But because of my bolts, I was able to pull back, pull ahead a little bit more. I get level 3 on my Archmage, and now I have a mortar starting to pop in. We do have roar, so that helps us even more. I'm gonna go ahead and head back and use my healing scroll. I forget that I already had a healing scroll, so there's no reason for me to come all the way back to the base. And I currently have 2-0 mortars. So I want to go ahead and I want to push onto the undead base. The undead base, you know, fairly well kept at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and I will show you in part 2 of this replay what exactly I do.